NASA is baffled. Mars orbiter captured an image of a mysterious explosion on the surface of Mars. The Mars orbiter mission is the first mission to explore Mars by the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO and the Indian Space Agency. The mission is designed to develop technologies required for the planning, programming, management, and control of an interplanetary mission. The Mars orbiter mission was launched on November 5, 2013, from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota in the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh, aboard the carrier's Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle PSLV, which entered orbit around Mars on September 24, 2014, successfully completing the long-haul phase of the transfer from Earth to the Red Planet. The large mushroom cloud on Mars, the stunning images were sent back by the orbiter and have been published on the website of the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO. According to Indian experts, among the many anomalies on Mars, you can clearly see a huge mushroom cloud in a crater near the bottom of the giant Grand Canyon called Valles Marineris. But what is it really? An explosion on the surface of Mars, or perhaps a NASA photomontage? According to some conspiracy theorists, the orbiter mission was able to capture a large nuclear explosion on Mars October 19, 2014, to coincide with the approach of Comet C 2013 A1 Siding Spring, which had just made its encounter with the Red Planet. However, according to conspiracy theorists, NASA apparently knew in advance that a large explosion had occurred on Mars that day. They then cut the live broadcast with the specific intention of hiding the event. However, Dr. Hemmerich's video was posted on YouTube on October 19. That's the same day of this event, and has become proof of the explosion. However, skeptics argue that what looked like a flash of a large explosion in Dr. Hemmerich's short video was actually an overexposure, but what no one expected was that the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, has published images showing the presence of a mushroom cloud on Mars at the moment when Dr. Hemmerich recorded the big explosion. Some experts have ruled out the possible causes of the presence of the fungus, justifying everything as a sandstorm or a methane explosion on the surface of Mars. Researchers from the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, have considered that it could be treated as an explosion due to methane, given that recently NASA's Curiosity rover found small methane holes underground on the surface of Mars. And of course, this new discovery has ruled in favor of the theory of Dr. John Brandenburg, who claims that aliens are responsible for the explosion. His controversial theory was published in Dr. Brandenburg's book, Death on Mars, The Discovery of a Global Nuclear Massacre, claiming that the high concentration of xenon-129 in the Martian atmosphere, with more uranium and thorium, was a result of two nuclear explosions created unnaturally in the Martian soil. However, other experts are not entirely in agreement with Dr. Brandenburg's theory. The orbiter confirms that the big explosion is the result of a terrible impact on Mars caused by a fragment of the comet Siding Spring. Although the latter theory could raise more questions than answers, the question is why NASA is trying to hide this event as an explosion. The most likely reason is that the U.S. Space Agency has tried to cover up this huge explosion on Mars to hide the evidence if it presents the presence of extraterrestrials on Mars. But as always, there are more questions than answers. Is the famous large explosion on the surface of Mars a result of a comet impact? And why has the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, released photos and NASA has not? Is NASA trying to hide the cause of this explosion? Why is that? But we do have images from the Indian Space Research Organization. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.